Hi YouTube, it's Cheryl from Sweet Sensation Soaps, and I'm just coming at you with a video. I'm doing it a little bit differently this time. I'm doing a voiceover. But what I'm working on in this video is an oatmeal milk and honey soap, and I'm using goat milk to make the soap. So that's my goat milk and lye water, or goat milk and lye I should say, that I'm pouring into the bowl. I'm stirring it very slowly because I use a lot of hard oils in my recipe, so it tends to trace really quickly on me. So what I'm doing is trying to pour it in nice and slow so that it doesn't trace too quickly. And I use a lot of shea and cocoa butter, so my recipe gives a more of a creamier lather than a bubblier lather, which is what I like on my skin because I feel like it's getting very moisturized that way. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm making this soap because I pretty much have nothing left, and I really like the goat milk and the oatmeal against my skin, especially on the back of my leg where I have the eczema patch. That since I've been making my soaps and using other people's soaps has not itched me anymore. The only time it itches me is when I use shaving gel to shave my legs, and I'm going to stop doing that because it just dries my skin right out, and it itches me when I do that way. So I think I'm going to stop shaving and start investing in getting my legs and stuff waxed. Anyways, that's just a side note. So as you guys know, I put up my video for my Artfire shop, which is hopefully going to be ready to go in the next week or two. I didn't realize it takes so long to take pictures and upload them and write descriptions, and it's taking quite long. So I've been trying to quickly upload things and go back and edit the listing. So I'm off, hopefully, knock on wood, the weekend. So I'll get some work done, unless they call me in, then I won't get the work done. But I'm going to try my best to, from Friday, start finishing everything up, and then some days next week. So now I'm going to start stick blending it, and as you'll see, it's going to trace pretty quickly on me here. So I stick blend on low first, and then I increase a bit. Now this recipe is a revision of what I was using before, so I'm hoping that it's going to be a little bit better quality. So it's very similar to what I did before. I just kind of changed some percentages around a little bit in my recipe. And as what I can see here, it's not tracing as quickly as it would have if it was the other recipe. But still tracing quite quick, and I think it's because I have a lot of hard oils in this recipe. So now I'm going to be adding some ground oatmeal, which I've grounded up a bunch of oatmeal and just kept in a Ziploc bag in a jar. And so that way it's just easier access for me, and I don't have to be grinding it every time. I'm stirring it in because it's starting to trace. As you can see, it's gotten quite thick on there. So I'm stirring it as much as I can, and then I stick blend a little bit just so it gets evenly mixed. As you can see, it's quite thick, but what I've noticed is if I give it a good fast stir, I can kind of loosen it up a bit, so I get a little bit more time to work with it. I'm just adding a couple more tablespoons there. And I really need to get myself a bigger bowl because this barely holds, as you can see, 3 pounds of soap. I'm cutting it close with this bowl. So I'm in the market for something larger, maybe a stock pot. But it's quite expensive to buy one right now. So now I'm going to add some honey, and I'm using about 3 tablespoons of honey. So, that's the honey there, which my honey is starting to crystallize a bit already. As you can see, I don't like to waste things, so I try to scrape every last little bit out of everything if I can. Because I look at it as it's waste, and it costs money, one, to purchase all these things, and for me to just waste it, it seems wasteful of the bees that provided it for me. And there's people out there in the world that just don't have everything that we have, and I try to just use everything, just be respectful of the stuff that I have, because like I said, there's people out there that are looking and wanting what I need. So here I'm adding my fragrance oil, and as you can see, my batter is nice and thick. It's at a really nice thick trace, and I'm just stirring it really quickly. I stir it first just to not stick one too much so it doesn't trace even faster at me. But I will give it some bursts of the stick blender in between while I stir it. And here I'm just trying to bring the sides in just to make sure that they're all mixed in well. And the batter's mixed pretty good. I love the color of goatmilk oatmeal and honey soap. It's just such a beautiful golden caramel color. But it changes once it cures, it gets lighter. Here I'm adding a little bit, oh no I'm not, actually I think I can add a little bit more oat flakes. That's looking pretty good, the batter. So this, like I said, is my favorite type of soap. I will always be making this for as long as I live, even if I won't be selling soap or anything like that. I will be making this soap because it's just so good for your skin. Like the oatmeal is just gentle enough, so it's not abrasive when you wash with it, and the goat milk is just so soothing to the skin. And all the rich oils that I put in it, it's very moisturizing. I love it. I absolutely love this soap. It's my absolute favorite. Okay, so see how it's really thick now? So I'm just making sure that all the honey and the fragrance oil is all mixed in well, because I didn't get to the bottom. And then I'm going to pour it into the mold. Now, an interesting fact about this mold. This mold is actually, I found it at a dollar store here. It's technically a wine bottle gift box, and it had like a piece towards the top that had a cutout for the neck of the wine bottle so that it didn't jiggle around in the box, and it actually has like a lid as well. But what I did was I took a hammer and I broke out that piece of wood that was for the neck of the wine bottle, and I just put a piece of foam core board to the top because there was holes in it that had like a straw handle for the gift box. I just put that foam board there to cover those holes so the soap couldn't leak through. And that was my $2 soap now at the dollar store, and they always have them there. So if I need to make more because my needs are getting older, I can pick them up for $2 at the dollar store. It looks great, and it holds 3 pounds of soap. And you can probably put another 3/4 of a pound in there as well if you wanted a taller bar of soap. But this works out to be the perfect size bar for me. So I have 2 of those, and I may decide that I'm going to pick up some more and find out 3 pound bags. But for $2, I can't complain. And if I wanted to insulate, I could, because it has the lid cover. So here I am trying to get every last little bit of that. Be so scrumptious soap. And now I'm putting a piece of bubble wrap to give the texture top, but soap is never how to do. Very straightforward. And that's it. So I put this off to the side so that it will start to set up. And I'll be coming back with me cutting up the soap. Alright guys, I'll be back in a minute. Hi YouTube, I'm back. I'm here to cut up my oatmeal milk and honey soap. Oatmeal, milk and honey with goat milk soap that I made in the previous video or previous clip. So this was my first time, I believe, doing a full 3-pound batch. I just unmolded it and it gelled, as you can see. It gelled like almost immediately, within seconds of me molding it. So I've already marked it. I'm just going to cut it, and then I'll cut my other soap, which I'm very proud of. Okay, so let's see how this goes. This is so creamy. There we go. So I definitely need to do some cleanup. It's a little bit soft yet. It's under 24 hours. Sorry I'm quiet, guys. I just came in from work and I'm a little tired. But I had to cut my soap. Oops.
They come out a little price. That's $59.95. That's almost $100.
This feels so creamy, guys. Oh my gosh. Sorry I'm so quiet. I don't mean to be. I guess I'm just concentrating. Now I'm really trying to make sure everything is perfect, because I want to have everything perfect for the Artfire shop. Oops. I'll probably cut 2 more bars and then I'll cut the other one. And I want to say thank you to everyone that sent me well wishes for my shop opening. It really means a lot to me, because I like to know that there's support out there for me from people who watch this channel. It makes me feel that I'm making the right decision. Opening this at Artfire shop. So I'll cut one more and then I'll cut the other one. And if I look like a hot mess, like I said, if you guys can see me in the frame, I just finished work. And that's that. So as you saw in the video, it was made with honey and ground oatmeal. And I did the saran wrap, not the saran wrap, the bubble wrap on top to get that effect. And a lot of people know that. I don't know with you guys, but what I found whenever I do this oatmeal soap, I find that it tends to be more oily the first day you cut it. And then after that, it soaks out the oil quite quickly. But that's what I found whenever I've made the oatmeal, milk and honey. Goat milk, oatmeal, and honey soap. Alright guys, so I'm just going to take a quick pause, and I'm going to come back and cut the other soap that I did.